Hey guys, my name is Christian Sweet. I'm from Florida. I am 25 years old, 5'10", and 150 pounds or 145. It fluctuates, honestly. I've been the same weight since like 8th grade, and nothing's ever really changed, depending on if I end up going to an all-you-can-eat buffet that week. So, what I'm doing here is I am doing a vlog on myself. Pretty much this past week, I started attending pro wrestling training at the Team Vision Dojo in Orlando, Florida. My trainer is Chasen Rance, and I also got a chance to meet Aaron Epic, Santana Garrett, also known as Brittany in TNA. And pretty much I'll just be going there about 2 days out of every week, driving over. It's about like a 2-hour drive from where I'm from. Driving out there and just attending classes on Mondays, and then crashing out, and then attending the morning class on Tuesdays. So yes, I will be crashing in Orlando. If any of y'all ever watch this and decide you want to stalk me, please don't murder me in a parking lot, because that would be awesome. Oh yeah, also, I guess what I should tell you is, my shirt actually says Mota, but because of the whole mirror effect, it says Adam, so in case you're looking at my shirt and be like, oh, sick fucking Adam shirt. No, you're wrong. You're so wrong. It says Mota. I think that means weed in Spanish. I'm not so sure. So I guess I'll just start out with talking about it. Prior to now, I had previously attended pro wrestling training in Kansas City, Missouri. And that was about 2 years ago at the Extreme Wrestling Center. Pretty cool place if you ever want to check it out. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was awesome. I guess this brings us to the first thing I'm going to go over, is kind of like the negative stigma and connotations that go with the pro wrestler. And I totally understand them, like, dudes rolling around in their underwear, and it's like, it's fake and all that stuff. And I understand the argument, whatever, cool. Like, the way I see things is kind of to each their own, whatever kind of makes you happy at the end of the day, makes you feel like you accomplished something, as long as you're not murdering babies or baby whales or baby whale babies, those are really large babies, then you're pretty good. But I guess for me, it's more of the fact that you can take up a different guise, You can be somebody else while you're in that ring. I could be like the nicest guy ever when you meet me, and I'm like, hey guys, what's up, how are y'all doing? Best friends for life. But when I get in the ring, I get to be an asshole and say everything I really want to say to you. And then, of course, people will boo. I like to be the bad guy, I've always been kind of into that. And, I'm down to be the good dude. If people want to cheer for me, that's rad. I'm into it. But I guess growing up, I was always watching, like, Chris Jericho. The dude was smaller than a lot of the guys that were in there in the WWF at the time. And he would still get out there and just talk so much smack. And then he'd still, follow it up in the ring, perform well, and just steal the show. I know. The Rock and Stone Cold, and they're awesome too. They're great mic workers. See, I'm more so into like working the mic, I guess. I do have a background in martial arts. I have a 2nd degree black belt in Taekwondo. And a lot of experience in running. Lots of cross country. I can run for days. So that does make sense, right? Why not be the bad guy? Run from every battle and before anyone actually catches you, they'll be tuckered out. So, right now, one of the things I'm trying to get into is actually coming up with a decent diet plan that's going to get me, to a believable level. I think we can all agree that no matter what your preference or taste is, the idea of a dude with like this much muscle here and an eternal kind of six-pack / starvation ab thing going on isn't the most believable thing for someone to be taking down, like a 300-pound muscled up, beefed up dude. Or lady, whatever. But I'm working on a diet plan right now to kind of like get myself eating at the level I need to eat. One of my biggest issues is that I don't eat that well, and I don't eat that often. I've sustained myself with cigarettes and coffee for a while, and pretty much I was just used to eating 1 meal a day, and now they're telling me I need to eat like 7 meals a day. Don't get me wrong, I love food. Like all you can eat buffets, fan-friggin-tastic. They're amazing. It's where I always choose to go on my birthday. But eventually it just gets to a point, especially when you're so used to eating only that 1 meal a day, that like meal 2 you're like, oh dude, I can't even stomach this anymore. My tongue says no, my heart says no, my head says yes, and I've always been the type of person that listens to my heart. Listen to your heart when he's calling for you. But I think it needs to be done. I think it's something that's necessary. Most regular people do subside themselves off of 3 meals a day. They at least have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? Which actually reminds me, I haven't eaten today, so I need to do that. But I also need to start going to the gym again, too. Probably going to the gym and going running again as well, because aside from Monday and Tuesday, even though I still will be working full-time, I'm still going to need to, fit this stuff into my schedule. I guess that's where something else comes up too, is that I'm not the most prone to working out kind of person. I was born with amazing metabolism, and I'm sure that not eating has only just kind of furthered that, because the body's like, I need to run off nothing. I can do this. And, it's worked out pretty well. But when I used to pro wrestle, I really, really enjoyed what I did. It was really fun. Great group of people to work with, and the trainers were very hands-on. Spent a lot of time, like, singularly with you. And really just focused on building you up to the point that you could actually work a basic match. Now, I have not ever actually done one full match. That'll be very exciting when it happens, though. Even if I lose. That's cool. But yeah, really what it's about to me is more of just give me a microphone, let me be a different kind of person, let me be somebody else, and let's see what happens. People love it, cool. If they don't, whatever. I don't really care. I mean, I guess I should, though, shouldn't I? It's like, I'm the type of person who doesn't really care. Like, even looking up today about, how to vlog, and they're like, you need to follow other channels that are like you, and you need to get the word out because people want to follow you. But it's like, I don't care whether I monetize this or not. I think it would just be pretty cool. I've never seen anyone do it before, where they're like, hey, what's up? I'm starting here, and this is like point A, and we're just gonna go from there. And as for you, the viewer, if you wanna follow me, that's rad. Cool, whatever. I'm glad, great. But if not, that's cool, whatever. I'm glad great. So, Team Vision Dojo. We'll see where that takes us. I guess I could start talking over what I've done this week, give you a bit of a something, right? So this week I helped my new roommate move into my house. And they are actually my partner right now, so I'm pretty stoked about that. We still keep separate bedrooms, which to me is totally preferable. Don't get me wrong, they're awesome, way into them, but I've been in situations and types of relationships before where, you move really, really fast, and before you know it, the person's living in your bed, and you barely know this person. And suddenly all these things kind of start creeping up and coming up, and there's a lot of expectations in the dating game. There's a lot of ideologies of what you should do and how you should act and how you should behave. You need to spend X amount of time with that person or else there's something wrong. And oh my gosh, I'm so freaking stoked I met someone who, understands that that's all bullshit. Like, we don't have to see each other all the time, but when we do, it's going to be a great time. And I trust them, and it's great. But I helped them move. And, I ended up taking out a lot of furniture, a lot of couches, mattresses, bags on bags on bags on bags on bags on bags on bags of cat shit. Don't worry about that. If you've ever owned a lot of cats, you understand. Oh, and also if you're like really lazy, you understand. I've been there. I've been there. But it got me wondering. I live in a kind of like a seasonal town. Pretty much when it's time to move, everyone at the same time starts taking their stuff out to the curb. Because a lot of people, they're leaving these places. A lot of the living stops here, it's a college town. And a lot of these spots are yearly, so when the college season's over, as the summer begins, they close their doors and they're like, you, get out! We need to clean these places, hate you. And they are terrible. Like, every apartment complex I have found in this town is awful. And I can understand it. If you're moving out and you've been treated like crap and you pay way too much for rent, let's face it, if your parents don't own yachts, it's pretty hard, you know what I mean? Then you're just going to end up leaving your stuff out there on the curb because, fuck it, whatever. You don't want to keep it. You're not going to go through the trouble of trying to resell it or anything. Probably it's some broken down old couch that's full of holes that really no one's even going to pay like $2 or $3 for. But I just think about the garbage men. Garbage people. Yeah. And, all lined up as the captain of the garbage team walks down the line, and he says to them, well, it's about that time of year. I tell you what, all these kids, they're gonna be getting rid of their couches and their refrigerators and their AC units and their box fans. Now, I know we've had a pretty slow summer. There was that one person who tried to throw out a dead body and all that. But for the most part, it's just been people's garbage. But now, every stop we get to, you are going to be lugging things, you are going to be chucking things, and it's going to smell like hell, I tell you what. And I don't know, I just, I find it entertaining that there exists a time in the year when it's like in food service, if you've ever been to a college, or not a college town, a vacation town, or, a seasonal city, you know there's an on season, you know there's an off season. And that's when on season you make a lot of money. A lot of people come in and it's good times all around. Slow season, you should have saved up during the on season. But garbage men have an on season. I wonder if they hire like seasonal workers to come in and they know they're only going to be working for like 2 or 3 months. They're like temps. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the watch. My name is Christian Sweet, and I will be trying to post up every Sunday, give you updates on what's going on. Thank you very much. Take it easy.